Started with sand, expanding, building with Metaverse brand, immersed to central land, and TCG world expanding, creating work expanding, each month give away 10 grand, storm riders and fans, submit your started with the game jam, now you want to go, take care at first, but now you want to know, wanna work in the Metaverse, tell you where to go, bear make it through the sandstorm, that's a really pro, get your target, get your assets on the market, only hold those in the bear market, that's the magic, that's the carpet, here comes sandstorm for the artists, game dizzy, sandstorm, yeah. Started with sand, expanding, building with Metaverse brand, immersed to central land, and TCG world expanding, creating work expanding, each month give away 10 grand, storm riders and fans, submit your big old hand, submit your bid, get your wallet lit, your artist audience and build your client list, your target, get your assets on the market, bully bulldoze in the bear market, that's the magic, that's the carpet, here comes sandstorm for the artists, yeah. Started with sand, expanding, building with Metaverse brand, immersed to central land, and TCG world expanding. Land's getting scarce out there, oh yeah, better buy land than a bear, yeah. Could be your brand / chance, get out there. You can stake on your land, build community your land while you earning. Yeah, game making 8.0 coming out real soon, we gon' learn it. Streaming videos in the Metaverse, got my wheels, got the best artists in the industry working. Travel through the sandstorm, it was worth it. Your collection will be perfect with the Sandstorm Metaverse building person.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another Sandstorm Meetup. Today we are joined by OUTR Studios. Hope everyone's having a great Friday, and thank you guys for joining me, Gus and Beasting. How you guys doing?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I appreciate y'all coming on to chat with me today.
Yeah, definitely.
Usually like to start out with a little bit of an introduction for people watching that might not know you two personally. You know, I guess how you guys got into the Web3 space and what role you play on the OUTR Studios team. Whoever wants to go first.
Well, it was all Beasting's fault. That's why we're here. No, yeah, it's been a wild ride. To be honest, we work together in the archiviz world. So, we did a lot of stuff for real world architecture, everything from renderings to CAD design to blueprints, all sorts of fun stuff, and VR, 3D, and it was kind of just a natural transition, I would say. But we were, it was one of those things. I was like looking into virtual land. Originally like Decentraland, and then we started talking about Sandbox, and then Beasting dove in, and he's like, we really got to check out the Sandbox. And and that was a couple of years ago now. So yeah, it's just kind of spiraled from then.
I think Gus initially reached out to me because of a forum post I did on a VR application. I made an Unreal Engine, and things got rolling from there.
Awesome. And so you guys just saw Sandbox and what they were doing, and that kind of made you want to dive into building something, I guess, within blockchain. I guess I ask, what made you decide to start a blockchain company and build in the Metaverse?
Well, yeah, being in the architecture space, especially all the stuff we were already doing, especially Beasting in 3D and VR design, that's why I say it's just kind of a natural transition. It's where we saw the space going, and we're already building real world architecture and design. So we're like, we should be taking these same designs that pretty much sit stagnant in the real world, or, you design a million things for clients that never go anywhere. So it's like we wanted to put them to good use. And we were, once Beasting dove into the white paper for the Sandbox, he was like, we really should start checking this out and building in there. And then
I actually applied for the what's it called, the Creator Fund at the beginning, to make some Vox edit files of that, but it only lasted like 2 months, and that piece put me on inactive because I got too swamped with our own project at that time.
Yeah. I bet it's a lot more fun to build in the Sandbox and create stuff in there than it is like real world architecture.
Yeah, definitely.
So OUTR Studios, you guys are primarily working in the Sandbox. You guys were on the show. I was telling Slater, I thought it was like August, September. He was informing me 7 months ago. This year's going by way too fast.
Right. Yeah.
And the big thing we were talking about last time you guys were on here were your pre-built series. So if you want to kind of go through that again for people that might not know what that is and what your guys' pre-built series is.
Yeah, so the The pre-built series was essentially, so the first series we actually built that still is technically not released to the public yet, but will be 2023, was the modular container series. And you could use those assets still for free. The golden set is on our page. You can go add them. I think the add feature for free items is now back, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so the image you see is actually the digital files. So anyone who owns these pre-builts, they're essentially you'll be airdropped not only the modular kit, so you can go build whatever you want. It's like a box of Legos. You can build what's on the box, or you can build whatever you want. And the pre-built structure is a complete structure. And then your airdrop doors, different frame windows, there's extra accessories you can buy, like the balconies and things like that to customize it. There's all sorts of fun stuff for the inside, kitchens and more stuff coming out. Kind of to stage it. And then you actually get the real 3D build files for the real world. So you get the 2D and 3D build files. So if you wanted to buy one of these, build it in the sandbox, or drop it on your land in the sandbox, you'd actually have the files to build it in the real world.
The foundation.
Correct. Yeah.
I've seen on social media, I guess TikTok, a lot of people have started converting shipping containers into like Airbnbs and things like that. Was that any inspiration behind this?
Hey, I'll let Beasting take this one because when we met, he was already inspired by container structures.
I actually made it was a personal project. I made like a 3D rendering with I think at the time it was V-Ray, like a dream home, like built out of shipping containers. And like when we were looking into building for the Sandbox, I'm like, I really want to translate this to the Metaverse. So that's I made like a mock-up of that one. And yeah, after we were working on that, I'm like, yeah, we need to make this modular. So it's to onboard more people, might make it easier to actually work inside the, like give the players the ability to actually create with like ready to go modular assets.
Yeah. Well, I agree. I mean, it's a great idea because building in the sandbox is not easy. I mean, building something like Minecraft, in my opinion, is not easy. Whenever I build in there, it always looks like little mud huts going up. And yeah, if there were pre-builts on there that you could just slap houses around, that would definitely be great. So I think in the future, when the sandbox is more released out to people and people are using it and they want to build, and they might not necessarily know how, they'll use something like this to, build businesses within their land, and they won't have to go out and pay some crazy price to have someone build it for them. They could throw some pre-builts on there. So it is awesome.
Definitely. And that kind of that inspired us for everything we were doing. After the first set we made of this, the modular series, Beasting was like, everything that we should do from here on. I mean, not everything, but a majority of what we should do should be modular. So that we're basically, different kits for different themes and different series is what we're always going to be doing. So we have the underground series, we have the container series, and we had the sci-fi series, and they're all modular built. So we like to say, it's as easy as shift click, right? You get the assets and anyone can throw them in the game maker, start shift clicking things together. Very easy to use, especially, the underground series, you can tell the shapes of them. The sci-fi series, the lines on the top actually dictate which piece it is, whether it's straight, corner, cross section. So you can build topically very quickly, and the walls and different themed doors and everything snap right in. Yeah.
Yeah. And the sci-fi series, that was your guys' most recent one that you guys dropped, right?
Yeah. So we actually just dropped, basically a series 2, which is non-modular components, but it's 2 NPCs, 2 drone ships, and 2 suits. So yeah, we wanted more things to be kind of like our one of our main goals is players that don't want to build in Vox Edit and just want to maybe build in the game maker or buy things for their land, kind of have a complete set. So not to name drop, or please don't sue us, Legos again. But we always like to think of, like, when I buy a box of Legos, what does it come with, right? It comes with everything to build. It comes with characters. So this is kind of like anyone building a space station or a ship or anything like that can now have things inside to stage with, which is important, I think.
No, yeah, I agree 100%. I mean, I'm thinking back to my Halo 3 Forge days of playing Forge, and I could just see like people creating custom games, because I know how big custom games and mods and stuff in Roblox are, and everyone always wants to create some type of course or a maze or whatever. And yeah, using something like this to make it more aesthetically pleasing, to where it doesn't just look like walls slapped on a canvas, is definitely going to be huge for sure.
Definitely.
Now, you said this isn't released to the public, so like if anyone watching the stream today was interested in wanting to get any of these pre-builds, what would they have to do?
Oh, so the 3 pre-builds are available. That was our first drop. The legendary, there's the artist loft, the compound, and the abstract home. I didn't mean to confuse, but no, the actual container series themselves, it's about 40 modular pieces, as you can see in the golden set that was just playing in the background. Those will be available in different colors, and you'll be able to buy a complete container set. So let's say, you want to, you'll get 40 different pieces, and you can build, whatever you can imagine. And the golden container build contest was between Saged, Polianti, and Maxi. And I apologize if I messed anyone's name up, but those are their Twitter names. And if you guys, there's some highlights on our YouTube, and I don't know where the original video is. It's somewhere in our Twitter, and I have it on YouTube. But just seeing what the 3 different minds built out of this series of these modular pieces was amazing. It was more than we could have imagined when we were building it, and then when we put it out, it was incredible to see.
Yeah. I mean, it's always amazing to see what people can build in the sandbox. It wows me.
Especially what they built with items that you had like a specific thing in mind for, like they snap together like this, but they always come up with different ideas, and it's really cool to see.
Yeah, it is. I agree. It is really cool. It's great when you do those contests, because it brings out the best in the builders for sure. And your guys' other series that you guys did was, like you mentioned, the underground series. And that's where we saw in there was kind of like the wooden tunnels. What's like the primary, I guess, use case for the underground series?
Definitely. I'd say a lot of people use them for games and mazes. So you can create a very complicated maze pretty quickly and stage it. It was one of those things we were like, you only have one top flat surface until you kind of excavate, right? That everything is either above or below. So we thought it would be important to have, underground tunnel systems, mine shafts, anything like that, just adds that extra aesthetic versus just like a carved out voxel tunnel. It looks a lot different once you start adding the wooden pieces. And we actually we're totally amazed. We just finished the Underground Master competition, which was a collaborative contest with us and Pickaxe Master. And it was a 6-week contest, 8 streamers. And it was amazing. There's a picture of it that I sent you guys, and it's the topical view of a 1x1 land. And it looks incredible. I mean, it's like, we didn't tell them, but it's like water, earth, fire, and this is, so I think, so it's King and Batman are the lava. We had Fredenford and Roxy Miguel were the green one. We had Caratraz and Crafter in the water, and we had Maddox and OG Shakespeare in the what looks like the earth corner. And this goes way underground. You're just seeing the top view. This will be published. There's a lot of news to come next week for that, so I don't want to get too much into it, but it just finished, so it's amazing. There will be a bunch of announcements coming next week, and it was incredible to see, because part of the contest was having to use the underground items, the modular tunnels. And again, like Danny was saying, BC was saying, the way they were used is so much cooler than what we ever intended them to be originally used for.
Yeah, they were being used like upside down to create like bridges and stuff like that.
Nice. And you said that these were streamers that you guys put up against each other?
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is going to be like where someone could see it somewhere? Yeah,
absolutely. So they've been streaming. Each team had 2 hours a week. So it was 6 weeks, total of 12 hours a team, which is incredible to see what they've done. And there was some spins and, random stuff thrown at them each week, new assets uploaded. And it was a collaborative wallet. So it was a shared wallet. Everyone had to check in times, and everything had to be streamed so everyone could see like, oh, you were definitely live that amount of time. Didn't go back in there. And it was just so much fun watching them. And there's going to be updates. There's going to be a bunch of videos. And if anyone caught the stream, it's super informative.
It was a great competitive comp to watch them do their thing. Well, yeah. So you mentioned that there's going to be, I guess, updates and videos on it. Where, for someone that missed the live stream, where could they see these videos?
Definitely. Pickaxe Master and Outer Studios will be sharing them on Twitter, and they'll be on our YouTubes, and we'll even put them on the homepages of our website. And we'll make sure we put them out, especially like smaller videos that it's like, hey, this is a great video if you want to learn how to do this. Because there's so much, I mean, all these guys are so professional, and just watching like crazy skills and stuff that you take for granted. It's just nice little like how-to videos for sure.
Yeah, nice, awesome. If you guys are watching, make sure you guys check out the Outer Studios YouTube channel, and also follow them on Twitter so you guys get updated with that. Another interesting thing I saw on your website was you guys do builder battles. If you want to talk a little bit about builder battles and what those are.
Yeah, so builder battles, you can see the first episode on our YouTube. You can see it on Twitch. And I apologize, one of the feeds coming in wasn't the greatest. It was, I think, on our end, but it was amazing to watch that coming together. So builder battles are a 2-hour timed competition, and it's 2 hours streamed live, and the streamers know the parameter like 5 minutes before we start, and they know what kit they're using before they start, depending on, you know, what battle they signed up for. So if you go to the builder battles page on the Outer Studios website, you can actually mint a pass. So right now there's the underground pass and the sci-fi pass. And the reason for this is it does a couple things. So basically, if you go to the Sandbox website, if you wanted to buy every single one of these items, you're going to pay a gas fee for every item, as you know. So we wanted to. Oh, that's actually a Forge Pass. That's something a little different. So this pass, once you buy it, you pay one fee. It's on Polygon, so very small gas fee, and then you're airdropped all of the starter kit for this pass.
Yeah,
and so you'll get all the sci-fi items that are, you know, common to rare. Not the legend, epic or legendary items, and you'll be able to then sign up for builder battles. So you're getting the pass, which gives you airdropped about 12 items for the sci-fi. I'm sorry, 12 for the underground, 14 for the sci-fi, and one gas fee. And then you're able to now hold that pass and sign up for builder battles, which everyone's going to have their own portal. So they'll have a Web3 login portal. They'll be able to check in, sign up for battles. But we're just kind of starting it out. And the first one was OG Shakespeare and Maddox. And again, that was just crazy. In 2 hours, what they built was truly incredible. And I think they published them. They're probably quite a few pages back now. So maybe that's something we'll have to like revamp and let people check out. But the YouTube video is live if you want to see it.
And do you guys do prizes for these battles?
Yes, definitely. So because it was the first battle, and the feed was kind of going and everything else, we just, oh, sorry about the background noise, guys.
Oh, no, you're fine.
We each streamer got 150 sand.
Nice. I mean, compared to, I think last time when you guys were on, I believe we talked about upcoming competitions, but it seems like you guys have done a lot of different, you know, contests and putting builders against each other to see who could build better. And I think it's great. I mean, do you guys have any more competitions coming up?
I mean, our primary focus right now is definitely booking builder battles. Just we would like to have one a week, to be honest. And I think a part of it is not everyone wants to stream. So we have some scheduled, and, you know, it's hard with the holidays. So we kind of just like said, you know, December's, maybe we'll do one more in December, but then we're going to start fresh in 2023. But yeah, so I would recommend anyone who is into streaming, you know, if you're not that into streaming, you're really just sharing yourself on the Game Maker, where you don't really have to be a talker to get on there. It's just kind of a place to show off your skills and have fun, and that's the most important thing. We think it's just like fun, quick content, I would say, because it's one of those things, especially like Underground Master, amazing contest. I loved every minute of it. Collaborative, shared wallet, the whole deal. But it was 6 weeks, and like many contests in the Sandbox and things. It's, you know, we've done plenty of them, and it takes, you know, weeks, and you have to make time for it and everything else. So we just wanted something you come on, spend a couple hours, and you're done. That's it.
Yeah. And like you said, you know, some people don't want to get on there and stream and stuff, but I mean, these competitions are great. It definitely highlights people that are up and coming builders. I guess with the way that the market has been, not just the crypto market, NFT market, but everything, Have you noticed builders, I guess, not showing up or leaving the space, or is it still around the same amount of builders?
You want to take this one, Beasting?
Well, I'm not sure if they're more or less builders. I think we're just getting to start. Not getting to start to build a community, but we're getting to know them better, I guess. But I think people are like hard at work during the bear market, like making sure that that whoever's staying in here when the bull market hits is gonna be doing well, I think.
Yeah. No, yeah, I agree. I mean, it's great to see that people are still participating and different, even in, like I said, the NFT space. The fact that there's NFT collections that still come out and still mint out, it makes you feel like, we're not all crazy for believing in this stuff, and it actually has potential to have a future.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I would just like to add, I think the builders that have been here, they haven't gone anywhere. They're still here. They're still building. So I would say I wouldn't say anyone's left, but I think the people that were just kind of like tourism or like just coming through to see if they can make a quick buck probably left. But I think the people that have been building, before the bull market are still here for sure.
Yeah. I feel like
there's a big difference. There's a big difference between like players who play like for Sandbox Alpha season and like an actual builder who's in there for the long run.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like the better builders have gotten better, and like you said, they're getting to know each other better, and they're working together more and developing more of a community. And the people that were here just hoping to make millions off of it and realize that they can't build, they're like, all right, well, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go do something else, and I'll come back when sand is 10x the price again, and buy back in.
Right.
So, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I just saw Escape Room Artist comment. Yeah, when you get some time, let us know. We'd love to have you in a build battle.
Nice. Like, reach out to him on what's the best way to get a hold of you guys? Twitter, Discord?
Yeah, Twitter is definitely the best. We both have it on our, we're both always logged in on our cell phone, so that's the easiest. But email too, which is right on the homepage of our website.
Nice. Now you guys got, like I said, we mentioned the sci-fi series, the underground series. You guys have any more series that you guys have planned coming out soon?
Well, just to iterate on those series, like they're always going to be expanding. Like we started out with the container series, and like in time we're going to drop like additional like wall pieces, for example, for that container piece. Same for the underground tunnel. We made like a drop one, which was like just the modular assets, D section, cross section, and stuff like that. And like a few weeks later, or maybe 2 months later, we drop like an additional back to that, so that you can go like up and down levels as well. So that's the main idea of all those modular kits. We want to keep on expanding on and to give them like keep them alive more or less.
Yeah,
make them more usable as time goes on.
Now, if someone has the sci-fi pass, and when you guys release like Sci-Fi Series 3, do they get airdropped the stuff from Sci-Fi Series 3?
Yeah, that's the idea. Like there's going to be additional utility behind it. So like every common and rare asset that's going to be for a specific theme. So for example, with sci-fi, if you got the sci-fi pass, like if we're going to drop additional sci-fi theme assets, like if they're common and rare, you're going to get them airdropped as well.
Nice. Well, do you feel like there's anything that we haven't covered on the show? I feel like we had the show earlier this year, and then combined with this one, I personally feel like we touched on everything. But if there's anything you think that I missed that we should add,
maybe you want to touch base on that forge that we're working on.
Oh yeah, the forge pass.
You're muted. Got it.
Sorry about that. Yeah, we've been working a lot in the background, especially on so. We have a couple full-time devs on our team, and that's something that we thought was important for OUTR is expanding. And so the first mint that we ever did was actually for another company. We created their whole minting UI, the generative part of their project. We've helped them put the art together, everything like that. And so that was actually insideoutmint.com. Those are actually free. If you guys want to grab one, you just pay the gas fee. Cool community, music, and so. Anyways, that brings me to just like all the fun stuff and cool stuff we're building in the background, like our Web3 portal for the battles. And now we've created, with the with the help of Underground Master competition, we wanted to have something really unique for all the competitors and a few people in the public it'll be open to as well. And essentially it's a forge. So you own one NFT from Outer Studios, you own one NFT from Pickaxe Master, and you'll be able to forge, and you'll get this pass, and you'll be airdropped 2 brand new unique NFTs and essentially burn the Outer Studios pass and the pickaxe. And it'll give you, so you're trading 2 NFTs for 3, this pass and 2 more airdrops. And it's just something we thought was cool. Is like, it's always something we can expand on, especially with competitions and what you own. So you can always like upgrade or turn what you own into something else.
Yeah. And how did you say that people get a hold of this Forge Pass? What do they have to do?
So you'll have to own a underground battle pass.
Okay.
From Outer Studios, and you'll have to own a specific pickaxe. Yeah. And we'll let everyone know when it's open to the public. So I wish it was next week already so I could tell you everything, because I feel like I don't want to give away all the beans without pickaxe team kind of here as well. So but no, there's a lot coming next week, and the Forge is something that we're going to be continuing and building on for a lot of months to come.
Yeah. Do you guys plan on doing any I guess live shows, like going to something like a South by Southwest or like a TwitchCon, or like live events where you guys have a booth and maybe do like a builder battle in person?
Yes. So we would love to. We'll figure out what event specifically in 2023 we're going to go to. But this is something we've actually OG Shakespeare it's always very active in the community, and him and I are both based in Southern California. So we were already talking about like, hey, we need to set something up and get something going live out in SoCal. So there will definitely be a lot of announcements for 2023. I would love to do some sort of much bigger scaled build battle and invite a ton of people, and especially people that don't know about the Sandbox, because I think it's a place they can come and learn and be like, I want to sign up for one of these.
Yeah. I think a lot of people hear about the Metaverse or Decentraland Sandbox, and they don't even know what it is. But I think if they saw it in person, they saw someone building and making something, it would definitely open their eyes to what's going on.
Definitely.
Sure.
Well, I think that's pretty much all I have. I really appreciate you guys coming on again to chat with some updates. Hopefully, another 6-7 months, we could circle back around and we'll do some more updates.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing I will leave everyone with is DCL Universe 2023. Here we come. So,
all right, little alpha.
So, yep, it's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you so much for having us, man. It's always a pleasure.
All right. Thank you very much. And thank you guys, everyone, for watching. I hope everyone has a great rest of your Friday and have a great weekend. We will be live again on Monday. And once again, check out Outer Studios. Go to their website. Go to their Twitter. Make sure you guys follow them. Stay updated. And have a great rest of your day.
Thanks, guys.